Hey everyone, today I wanted to break down one of my favorite poses, especially for me when I am really trying to work with depression and anxiety. Two things that have been along for the journey of my life for a while. So when I started practicing yoga and came to learn about this pose, which is the forward fold, I was immediately interested to see if I practiced this posture routinely, would it help? And I found it to help. I take a forward fold daily, and I take a forward fold for longer than a couple breaths, just to make sure that I'm really getting the full benefits of this posture. So in a forward fold, we're flipping our energy, we're flipping our perspective, and what happens physiologically in the body is that fresh oxygen in the blood comes to fresh blood and oxygen, right, comes to our head as we flip over. Normally we're standing up straight up and down all day. So when we reverse our posture and we have our head below our heart, we're now getting a rush of that fresh new blood and hopefully allowing that stagnant blood and energy to flush out, and we're able to come back up with a new perspective. Um, it's a really awesome posture, and honestly, just like all postures, there's a lot that goes into it. So today I'm just going to break down this posture in a way that hopefully is a little more accessible to everyone. There's lots of variations and modifications to take here, so I'll try my best to bring those to light as we talk about this posture. So traditionally, you can start with your feet together, knees together. There's also the option to stand hip distance apart. And you can take your two fists and come right down in between your feet to check and make sure you're hip distance apart. You can also track from your hip bones down through your knees, through your second toe, okay? Nice straight line. Your feet, you really want to make sure you have a firm foundation with your feet. And the way I was taught was that we have four corners that we root down through. Four corners of our feet: the big toe, the pinky toe, the inner and outer heel. So think about that. If you're standing up right now, lift your toes and then place them back down. Lift them up again and see if you can really feel the four corners grounding down, and then you'll feel that arch rising up. It's called a rooting and a rising. Okay, so the toes really aren't doing work. We want to keep the toes nice and soft in this posture, no gripping here. So then as the feet are nice and planted, you travel up and see if you can just play with lifting your kneecaps. In this posture, we want our upper thighs to be active, okay? So when we lift the kneecaps, that activates the muscles. So then we're trying to see if we can rotate our hips. So then we're trying to see if we can turn our upper thighs inward. So this is an internal rotation. Okay, so we have nice strong legs. And then we come up to our torso. So our tailbone is nice and level with the ground. We're not sticking it out. We're not over swaying this way. So see if you can find that nice straight line from your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head. So once you find that nice straight line, you can inhale your arms up, and then you're going to fold from your hips up and over. Hinge at the hips. You can bend your knees deeply, and if you do, then your torso can come and rest on your upper thighs. You can allow your arms to come down and land where they land. They don't have to come flat down. You can come right onto your fingertips. It's really important that you're not putting all your weight in the back of your heels. So find that balance and then allow that torso to release. So that head then releases from the neck and everything upper body hangs nice and heavy. If you want, you can clasp opposite elbows here. It's really important to check in with your shoulders. So shoulders are still working hard to stay down away from ears, creating space between the shoulders and the ears. So whether your arms are here, or even behind the back, shoulders are reaching away from the ears. Just breathing here in this space wherever you are. Ready, bend deeply through your knees and see if you can round all the way up to standing on an inhale. Head is the last thing that lifts. Roll your shoulders back. And keep in mind here that this posture again has tons of variations and modifications for everyone's body, everyone's particular needs. So that means that you can even do this sitting down in a chair, right? You can lean over the chair's behind you, you lean over your legs. You can use a table and you can come down onto the table. You can use blocks right in front of you, stack the blocks, and when you forward fold, the top of your head rests on the blocks. So there's lots of ways to work with this posture, and it's suggested that if you are using it specifically for things like depression and anxiety, that you really are allowing yourself some time in this posture and not moving through it quickly, but really allowing yourself some nice, full, deep breaths in this space, in this new flipped perspective. So that is a breakdown of forward fold, Utanasana. I love this posture, and again, it's something that I use daily. So I hope that this is helpful for you, and again, let me know if you have any other videos you would like to see in the comments. Please like, please subscribe, and please share with your loved ones. Shea, Gardner Yoga on YouTube, trauma sensitive yoga for survivors and healers. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.